Were there other just initial impressions, just overall on the Matterport Pro 3 camera? I do have some specific questions, but I wanted to give you a chance just to open-ended your thoughts.
Well, I've had to rework lighting because the light bar that I had on the Pro 2, of course, wouldn't work with the Pro 3. So I've worked out a light bar system using a GoPro and an LED, and then as far as mounting my level on top of it just to make sure that everything's accurate. I've kind of had to improvise and get that worked out. But all in all, I mean, there's a lot of similarities to the BLK, but as far as integrating with the Matterport system, it is so much faster. And I mean, just lining up, especially when you go from interior to exterior, it's seamless.
So let's talk a little bit more about the Matterport Pro 3 camera versus the Leica BLK 360 scanner camera. They both kind of do the same thing in terms of a Matterport service provider, meaning enabling you to go outside, do high ceilings, do large spaces.
Right.
Now that you've sold your BLK 360, do you have any regrets selling it?
No. I wish I could have gotten a better price, but they had come out with a G2, and therefore all the prices of the G1s just plummeted.
The second generation Leica BLK 360. But you were specifically purchasing the Matterport Pro 3 camera as essentially a replacement for your BLK 360.
Yes.
Because the BLK 360 enabled you to do things like outdoors, large spaces, high ceilings.
Right. And I wanted to stand out. I mean, because when I first started doing the Matterports, nobody was doing it here in Georgia as far as on their listings. And now you're starting to see them. They're becoming more common. So I wanted to be able to do exteriors to make myself stand out amongst the crowd again.
Was that the primary reason, exteriors?
Yes.
So I'll ask you the question, and this may be too basic for our audience, but how does the Matterport Pro 3 camera compare to the Matterport Pro 2 camera for doing outdoors?
Oh, you could. I'd have to use the converting over to the 360s to the 3Ds with the Pro 2. It was doable, but it was very time consuming. And you had to be very close together, and you had to watch for errors.
Yeah, I guess the way I would describe it is Matterport enabled the 360 views so that you could shoot those outdoors without having the issues of sun and a structured light camera and the challenges there. But really, I guess I would say the Pro 2 is more of an art than a science, trying to shoot outside and what you have to accomplish. So yes. I'm guessing the part of your decision to go even spend $20,000 on the Leica BLK 360 was essentially saying the Pro 2 doesn't really work outside, period. Right. End of paragraph.
Right.
So now that you have,